Greetings and welcome to today's video on Geeks First. Yes, you might know what day it is. I do. And that day is none other than Dynasty release day. Aren't you excited? I'm extremely excited. So let's get right into it and talk about all the exciting features that Dynasty has to offer and why you, as a brand new player, get my stamp of approval to buy Dynasty boxes, because it very well might be the best place to start playing Flesh and Blood at this time. All that and more, stay tuned. Greetings and we're back! Hopefully everyone has had a fantastic, amazing month of November, aka the beginning of the last part of the year. As I show off this sealed box of Uprising here. Just kidding, it's not Uprising, it's Dynasty, because Uprising is so 3 months ago. Thanks for not shoving it down our face, Mr. MTG man. Just kidding. We're going to have the better half come in here, and she's going to actually be ripping this open for us, so she gets to select of these boxes what we're going to open today. So I will hand it off to her and begin.
Where are you going? What are we doing here?
You're turning into a small potato in the small corner.
In the small corner?
Yes. Behind this dungeon is... I wish I had a better angle. That'd be kind of funny. Behind this actual dice tower castle thing.
Can you stop?
But if I get stabbed too many times...
Well, it would be on your fault.
So Dynasty is the first in Flesh and Blood's 2.0 supplemental sets. Oh, look at those boxes. Look at them. Look how pretty they are. Look at that. Oh, yeah. They say LSS.
Yeah.
How many are in here? 4. 4 in a case. I'd have never guessed that. Just kidding. I knew that. But in case you don't know, this is how Flesh and Blood is shipped. You have 4 in a case. And yep. So we're going to pull all 4 of these out. And you get to pick a box. A box, a box, a box, a box. Pick a box, any box. That box is the first box. Alright, so, as we go ahead and open this up today, I know you get to stare at that Pokey Penguin here, aka Elizabeth, aka Wifey. She is going to get the honors of getting to release the first cards into the wild. So,
do you know? We're not releasing the Kraken.
Do you know anything about this set? I know I've been talking with myself and my friends, but
no.
Okay, so this is a supplemental set, and for those that are curious, supplemental in the world of Flesh and Blood means that these packs have 10 cards per pack versus 15 cards per pack.
So it's like the other one. What was
Crucible of War is a good example of that. So, as an example, there will be a video coming out shortly where I opened for my buddy Tim this Crucible of War box here. And we won't display the contents inside so he doesn't get to know what's in it, but he got all these cards inside here and he had some really bangers worth of hits right there. So this is the 3rd set in Flesh and Blood, Crucible of War. Everfest, which was the technically 6th set, I believe, would have been the 2nd supplementary set. That was the last in the 1.0. And now Dynasty is the first supplemental set in the Flesh and Blood 2.0 world. So let's go ahead and open this up, and this will be the first pack as we crack it. So I'm going to actually zoom on in, and we're going to talk about the pack makeup real quick, because there is something interesting about the way the packs are. Now, in Everfest, the cards the packs had something called the Carnival slot, which was basically kind of a way that you could have a trinket or a bauble. In Dynasty or Dynasty, there is now a new slot, and you're going to have to take a look here as you read some of these cards, because in Dynasty they've released for all classes, and a brand new class which should be coming up in a slot near you, such as the Assassin. So this is the Assassin class, and I don't know if this is the Assassin slot. We're going to have to double check exactly where that is in the pack, but I believe it's right before the foil or the rare. And there's always going to be at least one Assassin card in that pack.
Well, that's 2.
Yep. So in this case, you got an assassin card. And then now, ooh, there's your foil. That looks pretty cool. Visit the Emperor's Forge. But what is really exciting to me, and why I think that this product may be good for a new to Flesh and Blood player, Blessing of Q or Kwai? Kwai?
Key?
Key.
Maybe? I don't know.
But why I think that this is a good set for new players, let's go ahead and we'll pull that off to the side, is because you can concentrate on building an assassin deck with relative ease. Just my 2 cents. So, we're going to be, as we go through this, pulling the assassin cards out to the side. And I'm going to, on the side over here, try and keep track of what in the world.
So far. There we go. There's a new one.
Ranger. Ooh, Hyperdriver. Now, something fun about Hyperdriver, for those of you who don't know, Hyperdriver is technically a partial reprint. Ooh. I'm going to have to edit that part out. Oh my gosh, sorry. Sneezing. Hyperdriver was a reprint in the red from Arcane Rising, but they did something really cool here where they added 2 new variations for the Mechanologist class in the blue and the yellow that did not priorly exist. Blessing of Patience. Ooh, Tearing Shuko. Ooh.
There were only 2 rares in that one.
So that is probably because you didn't get the good luck of the good luck sauce.
Rude.
You did get a token, which is kind of cool. So let's see here. There's Ranger class, there's Guardian, and there's
I like that
Ninja.
one. It's a tiger.
So there is a piece in this that involves tigers, and I won't spoil it more than that for you. But these cards here, if you went to Flesh and Blood Worlds, by the way, hopefully you had a fantastic time. I got to watch a lot of the coverage live. Flesh and Blood Unseals was doing some stuff.
Ooh.
A lot of the different content creators were out there. DM Armada, looks like, I think Red Zone, Sloop Doo, Flukenbox, Tall Timmy, Bronson, I think, had it out there. Pretty much, I mean, you can just go down the list and pretty much name almost every content creator. They made it out there, so hopefully they had a fun trip. And on top of that, hopefully they had a fantastic time. I really wish, like I said, I could have gone, but due to some logistics, it was an impossibility. However, I will be making arrangements to try to make sure I get to the next one, if at all possible, because that would be fantastic to see. That said, I saw some really cool stuff, a lot of content that I'm going to be kind of covering and going over, some reviews, as well as even covering some topics such as some Dynasty cards. Oh, cool, you got a foil spider's bite, look at that! So I can rock the foil spider bite. Oh yeah, that's the assassin weapon.
I like the foil.
The foiling's pretty on that.
That's a double foil
pack!
What?
Well, because you had something in the assassin slot, which means it could be any, it could be a foil, it could be, is that a cold foil?
No.
No, but boy, the foiling on that is just super darn pretty. Super, super darn pretty. Now, there are also, because...
Majestic.
Majestic?
Whatever.
What is that one?
Never yield.
Never yield! And fall on the floor. That's right.
Well, it was Majestic.
We drop all the new cards onto the floor, so you don't have to.
So you don't have to.
I'll do it just for you. So that is the first Majestic of the set. So we're going to pull that and set it to the side. You got Brutes coming out here. It does look like there is some level of consistency to the packs, as in you're going to get some of different types of classes worth of packs. Now, in these boxes for new players to the game of Flesh and Blood, these are not going to be a pack that you can draft with. These are going to be kind of like a supplementary set, aka, buy it and add on to what you have. And if you start with nothing, obviously this will help you build a deck, but it won't necessarily build a complete deck off of the, off the top. But that's why I said if you concentrate on the Assassin class, you might be able to build pretty much an entire deck, which is what we're going to use in video number 2 after this to see what we could get with basically buying one box or one case worth of packs, so that you can basically make some decisions and figure out, obviously buying singles is the better route, but you can look at what you could build with just a single box of Dynasty, comparatively speaking, to going out and looking at what you could possibly do with something different. aka buying singles. Support your LGS. That's an important thing. I know. Give me jokes. I'm a joker. Now, there's plenty of really interesting things. Oh, you got a Ponder token. Oh, cool, it's foil. So there are a couple of new tokens that came out in this. You've already hit one of them earlier, the Spellbane Aegis. Oh, cool, you got a Brainstorm. Fun fact for those that do not know, Brainstorm here is also art done by Mark Poole, and Brainstorm was a card that was in Magic the Gathering that was a very well played card. Wow. I played it quite a bit. And on top of that, Mark Poole is an artist that has done traditionally Magic the Gathering cards. So to see him
Did he
come...
do Brainstorm in Magic the Gathering?
That I do not know. Somebody who has a bigger brain than me probably does, but I do not know that specifically. That said, it is very awesome that some Magic the Gathering artists are basically being commissioned to do some of those same tasks, aka draw, for Flesh and Blood, because their artwork is phenomenal. Hell, the artwork in this game in general is phenomenal. So, ooh, a foil reincarnate. Nice.
I like that one.
Blessing of Patience.
Focus and patience.
So back on a topic for the individuals that are newer to Flesh and Blood. First and foremost, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. If you are new to Flesh and Blood, there are several things I highly recommend you check out. First is the how to play videos. There's a couple of them. I will be making one soon, but for the time being, you can check out the Professors, aka Tolarian Academy. He has a really good one. I believe even DMR Mono. Oh, you got the Hanabi Blaster! Yes, it's the Mechanologist! Can't read the. It's my. I play mech, so. You can check out the DM Armada video. I believe even Red Zone Rogue has created one, and there are several other really decent ones that are out there that you can check to kind of fill in on how to play. Oh, cool, you got the offhand Ornate Tesser. So if you want to pull that weapon back real quick, I'll just talk about it for a second. The interesting thing about this set is that cards like this are going to have two variations. Well, there might even be four, because there's going to be a normal version. There's probably a rainbow foil version. And then in theory, there is what they call a marble version of that card. So, now that I've expended all of that, yeah, definitely go check them out. There's some really good content over there. I don't really remember any other person at this point in my brain might be spacing that has done a how to play video, but the ones that are out there, like I said, especially the Professors, is really good. I do highly recommend checking that one out. But back to why Dynasty would probably be a good starting space, even over products such as the Learn How to Play or the the two-player starter box. I still actually would recommend buying a two-player starter box, even for a new player, because it's basically two decks right out of the gate. Yeah, the cost is not necessarily the best in regards to value for what is within that, but the actual ability to just sit down, jam out a game with you and your friends, that's important. That is what more products like that hopefully will come into the market. It does sound like, based on a Fluken box, actually I think it was called Funder, or it's Funder, Flesh and Blood Down Under. It's a podcast with Tall Timmy and Fluken box. There is a I guess the Professor, not really spoiled, but he's going to be working with a collaboration with Flesh and Blood, hopefully to do some sort of, it sounds like maybe a product of some sort. I don't know what that is, but it does have me pretty excited to see what they might come up with, because Professor only likes to do really really high-end, well, not high-end stuff, but he does really high-quality stuff, so I could only imagine that the quality of that product, whatever it is going to be really, really phenomenal. So look forward to that. Also, go check out Funder. They're one of the podcasts. There's also M&R podcast, which Michael Hamilton is a part of. He was the one that just won Worlds. Oh, you got Imperial Edict. That's awesome. Look at that. Legendary.
It's a Majestic, but you know, whatever.
Well, it's okay. So hold on for the new players there. So it's go back. It is a Majestic. This is the rarity symbol in the bottom. But Legendary meaning you can only have one in your deck.
Okay.
So it's not a Legendary. If we do hit one of those, we will clearly demonstrate by jumping up and down what that is. Ooh, you got a Quicksilver Dagger. Gotta stab something. Epic. The beautiful thing about this particular set is that all classes are represented, meaning you will have all of your classes have support. Some will argue some support was better than others, so your mileage might vary per class. But as an example, for me in Mechanologist, which is typically what I like to play, although I will be working on maining an assassin here soon, that is something that we'll together learn and build on this channel. Crack some skulls with the skull cracker. We're going to be trying to learn that deck together. We're going to start talking about it. There's other people that have done some deck techs on that, but I kind of want to start from a newbie perspective of how to figure out how to play that deck without doing all the whole Talishar online or things of that effect. I want to kind of learn by trial and error playing and going from there. So what do you think?
About what?
The artwork, the generalities of this set so far. What do you like?
Magic.
The artwork is magic.
It's a lot of magic-y.
Diabolic ultimatum.
Yeah.
Magic-y.
Magic-y.
E.
Scary monster.
Scary monsters. When you're on your way, the convenience stores of Scary Monster Way. So there's some pretty unique cards in this whole set. Oh, Rune Chant token. Sacked the Shifty. Oh, wait, is that a cold foil?
That is a cold foil.
You hit a cold foil. Nice, congrats. And it's a red. It's a hyperdriver. That is freaking cool because this, again, originally was a card in Arcane Rising. And it has now since been reprinted in this set. There's other reprints too. Ooh, Crankshaft! Look at that. Wait. Oh, so that's where the cold foil was. So the cold foil was in. It looks like the assassin slot.
Yep.
The cold foil's in the assassin slot. We're still sacking. Ooh, that's a pretty foil. I am very impressed with the artwork. Vawium West. Mawes. Echwa buengas. Tugaba. Today. If you know that movie reference, you should totally post it down in the comment section below. That way I know you've made it this far into the video. I may even theoretically have a special prize for those individuals that comment.
Don't you
Forgive
give up
it.
on me.
But that's why. We're here to have fun. We're here to showcase some of the cards. Hey! Nice! That's another card I need. You know what that says right there?
Mechanologist.
It's a Mechanologist card. Yeah! Fantastico! Means I don't have to go searching for it. And then all the extra stuff that's in here will be going up for sale on a single site, theoretically, within the next, week, give or take, once I sort through some of this. I do want to do that video though first, which is going to require obviously not selling these cards, so we can work on building a deck so that we can do that. But hey, look, now we got 2 spider bikes. Now we just need to work for trying to find the actual hero itself, because interestingly enough, just like Everfest, the hero, which is the Arachne assassin hero, he is a Majestic, meaning that you have to hit him within the packs.
Ow.
So he's not going to necessarily show up, relatively commonly.
Crouching Tiger. Hidden Dragon.
Okay, there you go. You did at least get one of those. That's pretty cool. So that is, that's a pretty sweet, spicy little card. Like, there's also a Marvel version of that card, so pretty neat stuff. But yeah, based on what I'm seeing here, we have a very large chunk of assassin stuff so far.
There's a Majestic foil.
Ooh. Immobilizing shot. Blessing of Steel. Are we getting down to the last bits on this? Getting close.
Couple left.
That is just such a beautiful card, that Crouching Tiger card. The artwork, like I said, the artwork is just phenomenal on some of this newer stuff. Although even some of the older artwork, if you go back and check out, I mean, it's great. Annihilate the Almada.
Another foil Majestic.
Wow, we're getting lucky on these Majestic foils. Holy cow.
And a second Majestic in that.
Wow, that pack was heavy. So that pack had a foil Majestic, a regular Majestic. Man, oh man, that's probably a
Hey, Crouching Tiger.
more tigers. Even Draco's excited about that. Draco's
Did
like,
get excited.
Draco's like, all the tigers. No barking at the tigers. No barking at the tigers. What'd you hit? Blessing of QE. Quai? I genuinely don't know how to say that one. There's some phenomenal synergies in some of the newer cards that have been introduced. Pretty much most classes. There's a lot of new counters that have come out. Some new tokens will be kind of cool to see. Just generally, I think that the Dynasty set... Oh, you got a Regicide. It's a foil?
Yeah.
Oh, nice! That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Now, this is a specialization card. What specializations are is they are cards that work for a specific hero. In this case, this is the assassination of the Emperor itself. So, that's a pretty sweet hit, in my opinion. You got a sweet hit. You got some real sweet hit there. Yes! And you got a Spellfray Cloak, so that's kind of sweet. One interesting thing with this is that in some of the earlier Blitz decks, in the Monarch era, there were Spellfrays, which were like a kind of a generic Arcane Barrier type card, and they have since now been reprinted in here, so you don't necessarily have to go buy the old or I should say the old Blitz decks to get those. But that said, it's really one of those things where I still recommend picking up some of those Blitz decks because they are good bases to build decks around, which will give you a lot of flexibility for some of the things that you're trying to accomplish, depending on the hero class that you are looking to get into. Is this the last pack?
Last pack.
Last pack! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to wrap up our video for today. We're going to showcase a couple of quick items once we're all said and done here. But, it's been a very fun first box opening. Look at that. Spectral
Prowler.
Flex Claw. Oh, and you got a BIOS update. Yes! Look at that! That's another Mechanologist card. How exciting is that? Well, for me, it's exciting.
I do like that artwork.
For you, it's not exciting. But for me, it's exciting. And you know why it's exciting?
I said I like the artwork.
Yes! Alright, I do want to go ahead and pause for just a second here. So we're going to get a couple of things squared away here. Alright, so these cards have now been allocated to their identified areas. I would like to bring back to the table Spider's Bites. Now, I don't know where we need to put them. Take a look at this, and this is something interesting.
Left hand and a right hand.
So, these are cards that are mirrors of each other. So, just be aware that there are cards in the game that, similar to like the original Kodachi from, I believe in Crucible War, there's actually two. So you can have a left and a right.
That way. Number-wise. This one came first.
Oh, it did? Okay, nice. So a couple other ancillary items, mostly because this is the first time opening this. I just want to demonstrate a couple of things here just to kind of maybe level set with some folks. this is the stack of cards that you would have, in this case, from a single box that are nothing other than assassin cards.
Wow.
I don't know the exact total off my head. That said, let's go ahead and we'll pull these out of the way. Just keep
I
these
didn't know
over
which
here.
pile they went in, so I didn't want to mess it up.
Let's go ahead and you can showcase all these. These are all, that is every Majestic that was hit in the box. Now, interestingly enough, that is seemingly a large amount of Majestics, and some of these being foil. So you got Regicide, you got BIOS Update, Imperial Edict, which is awesome, Tome of Ao, you saw it here. You got, that's a foil, so that's second foil Majestic. You got a third foil Majestic. I mean, that is, to me, just insane levels of membranes.
The levels of membranes.
Insane in the membrane! That's going old school, isn't it? And then we did still get our single cold foil. I don't know if it's guaranteed. I think it's technically guaranteed. They say one per display, but it doesn't necessarily always mean that you're going to get one. I will also notate that we did not hit, in this case, we did not hit a gold, which means we don't have a gold laying around. Which that one, per the live stream box break they did with Fabled Hunters and Fab Unseals, basically means that that card probably is going to be pretty darn hard to find. But there it is, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Majestics in a box, which actually in that case, because there's technically about 1 in 4. Oh, fuck, we forgot about Hanabi Blaster, because I was so excited.
Way to go!
I put it off to the side. So hold on, that's 3 foils and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 11 Majestics and a cold foil. So that's 12 out of 24. That's literally one every other pack.
Yeah.
That seems unbelievably high to me. So, you know what that means when you find statistical anomalies?
You're gonna do math?
We'll be back, folks, on the next video. We're going to prove whether or not 12 is a high number or if it's low. So let's go.
Taking bets in the comments.
Let's go. Let's go. We're off to the place we go.
We are in the place we go.
We're going to open more. Leadership. Until next time.
Bye.